Great Britain's most ambitious armoured vehicle project in decades is now creating a great crisis for it. The fighting vehicle, designed to transform the British Army's battlefield capabilities, has been grounded again after fresh reports of soldiers falling ill from excessive noise and vibration. This despite repeated government assurances that the problems had been fixed. The latest incidents emerged after a major training exercise on the Salisbury Plain in November, where 31 soldiers reported symptoms including nausea, disorientation and joint pain after spending hours inside the vehicles. Within weeks, the Defence Minister ordered all testing halted following yet another complaint at the Army's training base. The question now being asked across Britain's defence establishment is quite simple. How exactly did a problem identified nearly a decade ago survive years of testing, pauses and reviews and re-emerge just as the vehicle was cleared for service? You see, the warnings came early on. In 2014, the manufacturer, General Dynamics, reportedly itself issued a safety notice about the noise levels. By 2018, the Ministry of Defence had raised its own concerns after crews reported feeling physically sick from vibration during trials. In 2020, a senior Army officer formally warned that soldiers were being injured. The program was paused, investigations were launched, and yet years later, the problems appear to persist. A damning independent review in 2022 found a catastrophic breakdown in communication, with safety concerns either ignored or softened before reaching ministers. The report concluded that progress was repeatedly presented in an unduly optimistic light. Critics say that culture may still be at work. Just weeks before the latest incidents, in fact, the government declared it safe, functional and ready for duty. At the same time, the program received a Global Project Management Award. Then soldiers fell ill again. General Dynamics reportedly insisting the vehicle is safe, claiming it is one of the most thoroughly tested armoured platforms ever built, and that the company continues to work closely with the Army and the Ministry of Defence. Former Defence Secretary Ben Wallace also defending the project, reportedly saying he threatened to cancel it and withheld payments until progress was made, but others are no longer convinced. Analysts, lawmakers warning that it may have become too big to fail, with too many careers, contracts and political decisions tied to its survival. Scrapping it would be costly, also legally complex, and would leave the Army without a clear replacement. Of course, alternatives exist, from Sweden's CV90 to Germany's armoured project as well, even US-made Bradley vehicles, all of which are already in service with allies. But switching now would mean admitting a multi-billion-pound failure. For many soldiers, the debate is less abstract. The core issue, according to them, is trust. Trust that safety comes first. Trust that problems are not buried. Also trust that the vehicle they are asked to fight in will not harm them before the enemy does. The British Army has now launched multiple new investigations with findings expected in the new year. Until then, the future of this platform and what it represents about Britain's defence procurement system remains uncertain, to say the least. What is clear, though, is that this is no longer just an engineering problem. It has become a test of accountability, leadership, and whether Britain is actually willing to fix a broken system or simply power through it. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.